So before I start, I would like to know from you, how did you find the paper? Easy as well as tough, mixed type? It was a lot of confusing. The words used were carefully chosen. Such type of questions will never appear in the NEET examination, but they are specifically designed to make you understand the meaning of the words. So comprehension part, a student who is having a better comprehension part will be able to perform well. Now, this is a question paper which was having a relative marking scheme. Sometime it is having -1, sometime it is having 0 weightage, sometime it is having 1 mark weightage, sometime it is, if the answer is perfectly correct, then it is having the 2 mark weightage. 3 marks is also there. So that is how it will be defined. I think only one problem was there, 1 or 2 problems. As I have told you that it will not be of the NEET type, it will be of different type. So I have given you the idea. So what was the performance level? So total कितने marks है, कितना score आया आपका? Total marks? 61. Total marks will be 61. Out of that, how much you have scored? Anybody there who have scored above 30? So above 30, you are able to see number of students scoring it. Okay, so how many of you have scored above 25? So 30 and above will be always there. Above 25? Okay, no problem. Now don't take that test as a serious part of a matter, because it was only to assess how you are able to understand. Some questions probably you are, just imagine that I would have given you the question related to the light is a ray, light is a wave, and all of the statements were there before I teach you. What would have been the status? Then definitely you would not have performed well. But as today you are able to see the type of question and the content that we have done, you are able to get the answers of that question. Am I right? Getting it? So you should check it out. The answers should be properly understood. You should be able to see that analysis has been done. Suppose you are not scoring on particular question, read the question again and again. That will always help you. This is the first important part about the test. Whatever marks or the performance is there, if you are able to share with me, then I will be able to make a further analysis of what and where the students are going wrong. That would be there. So I'll request all of you to submit the data to sir so that sir can give it to me, and we will be able to make a further analysis that where the answers are going wrong. That is also extremely important. Now, extremely important part which I have said to you that I'll explain, that physics is not a big deal, it's a small thing that is required. But you need to understand the concepts to a greater extent that will help you to get the solution. Anyhow, any problem in the world will have equality sign, left-hand side and the right-hand side. The problem with us that we are not aware of left-hand side. You can see that left-hand side and right-hand side can be thought of by looking at the problem. Am I right or wrong? In a problem, what is to be found out will be the part of equation or not? Will be the part of equation or not? Whatever data is presented to you, will it be the part of equation? Yes or not? It will be the part of the equation. Then what you should do? Even if you don't know the formula, you should be able to make the use of unit and dimension to create the formula and get the answer approximately. So that is why I told you the basic concept that you require is of unit and dimension. If you are aware of it, you can build the equations without understanding the concept and have approximately correct answer, because units and dimension will not allow you to give you the multiplication factors. Like, it will not be able to tell you about 4 pi. Like in electrostatic force, F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 upon R square. It will not give you the information about 1 upon 4 pi. Or any numerical constant that is coming there, it will not give you the idea. But unit and dimensions are thoroughly prepared. Look, this is the advantage. Suppose you are preparing the content and you are unable to get the answer of any question. Then what you can do? You can make the use of unit and dimension to get equation without the empirical value. And as you have studied, you may come to know what empirical value will be connected to this. Right? In a way, that will be helping you, and that is what we call it as the part of unit and dimension. This is the first concept that is required for any question to be solved. I don't know whether you have done with magnetism, electromagnetic induction, AC theory, nothing of that sort? Okay. But have you passed the 10th standard? So you have studied magnetism there. Okay. So magnetism, you were having magnetic induction, 10th standard. So what is the unit of that? Tenth standard. Tesla. Tesla is one of the unit. But what is Tesla? Car hai. What is Tesla? That was given in the book as Weber per meter square. What was not given in the book is what is Weber. So such type of unit analysis must be done by every student if you really want to succeed in this type of examination. So units and dimension is the first part. The second part is scalars and vectors. Have you done this chapter? It's extremely important. You will find that scalars and vectors are useful in force. Scalars and vectors are useful in work energy power. Scalars and vectors are useful in rotational motion. You will find that scalars and vectors will be playing the role in the topic of even the addition of displacements, because in oscillation, then you will be having scalars and vector playing an important role in electrostatics. Then you are having electromagnetic induction. All these topics will be having the work of scalars and vectors. Every new physical quantity that you are coming across will have a direction, and what is that direction you should be aware of. The formula, the unit, scalars, vectors, all these aspects are important for you. Scalar product and vector product are also extremely important because you will find their placements in some of the topics of the 12th standard, and that is why you should be taking care of second important factor, that is scalar and vector. The third important topic is Newton's laws of motion. The first law, second law, and the third law are extremely important, and you require all these three laws, and you will find the existence of all these three laws or some of the laws in some or the other chapter. Obviously, Newton's laws of motion will be there, having the Newton's laws of motion. Even scalars and vectors are having there some applications related to the force vector addition, या फिर you are having their work done as a scalar product, force and displacement. So all those parts where the force will be coming, surely. In a work energy power also, force plays an important role. In a rotational motion, in a gravitation, in rotational motion, oscillation, force plays an important role. Then you are having their properties of fluids. Then you are having elasticity. In these chapters, the force is going to play the important role. Whereas when you stand for the topics like sound wave motion, energy plays the important role, which is related to the work energy power, right? So I have counted the three up till now. On the other hand, if you look at the paper 2 side, on the paper 2 side, you will be having electrostatic completely containing the information about the force. Is it there or not? If you look at some other chapters like magnetic effect of electric current or magnetism, again you are talking about force. Or you can go for electromagnetic induction. There also we talk about Lorentz force. In AC theory also we are talking about the force acting between the two parallel current carrying conductors. So force will be coming there. So obviously Newton's laws of motion will be obeyed there also. So that is the third topic. First one I said units and dimension. Second I said scalars and vectors. Then third, Newton's laws of motion. Now the fourth one is the work energy power. And you will find that almost all the chapters are talking about work energy power. For example, in current electricity, are you talking of work energy power? You may be talking about power, product of voltage into current, but work and energy? Are you talking about energy in electrostatics? In magnetism, are we talking about energy? Or we are talking about the force? Okay, have you done current electricity? 10 pass. So what is potential difference? Potential difference is defined as difference in potential. As we have defined wavelength. So you are talking about work done, na? So whenever you are coming across gravitational potential, electric potential difference, you are talking about magnetic potential, you are talking about the energy. It is work done per unit charge, that is called as electrostatic potential. Work done per unit mass, that is a gravitational potential, and work done per unit pole strength, that will be called as a magnetic potential. So are they not similar to each other? Even when you are defining the surface tension, you are talking of surface tension. What is surface tension? Correct, force acting per unit length. What is the unit of force? What is the unit of length? Meter. So unit of surface tension will be Newton per meter. Multiply by meter and divide by meter, what you will get? ऊपर में आ जाएगा न्यूटन मीटर, नीचे में आ जाएगा मीटर स्क्वायर. What is Newton meter? What is Newton meter? It's a unit. It is, you are telling me physical quantity, I am asking you unit. It will be joule. And when you are writing the joule, what is that? Energy. Am I right or wrong? So in surface tension, by writing the formula force acting per unit length, you are writing here work done is equal to surface tension into the area. So again work done is coming there, surface energy is coming there. So in properties of fluids also, we are talking about energy. You are having work done in stretching the wire. So again it's a energy. Strain energy you call it. Work done in stretching the wire, you call it as strain energy. You take into account any chapter. If you look at oscillation, you will find that there is a kinetic energy, potential energy, total energy in oscillation. In gravitation, you are having kinetic energy, potential energy, total energy, binding energy. So energy is present in gravitation also. It is present in oscillation also. It is present in rotational motion, kinetic energy of rotation. Are you recollecting all this part? So the same concepts are coming in different chapter. Then even if you look at this part of kinetic theory of gases, thermodynamics or thermal conduction, you will find that it's a flow of heat. And when you are talking of flow of heat, it is nothing but the energy flow. So is the word work energy power related to every chapter that you are learning? Even if you consider a semiconductor and think of applying the potential difference, it is nothing but the work energy power. So you are learning the same thing again and again. So how many quantities I have counted for you up till now? 4. Which are those? Unit and dimension, then scalars and vectors, force, that is the Newton's laws of motion, work energy power. Now in addition to that, you require law of conservation of energy, law of conservation of mass, law of conservation of charge, law of conservation of angular momentum, law of conservation of linear momentum. All these laws are extremely important. Whenever you are able to see that the collisions are taking place, you have to apply these laws there. Am I right or not? So you can check it out that there are 5 and 4, 9 things you should be aware of. You will find that this law of conservation of energy will be applicable even to the chapters like electron, photon, photoelectric effect. The complete explanation of photoelectric effect is based on conservation of energy, which obviously comes from work energy power, but I am taking it separately so that you can work on that. ये 5 चीजें तो आनी चाहिए. That is the requirement. In addition to that, you are having quantization of charge, quantization of angular momentum. पता है या नहीं पता है? You have done in chemistry also. Angular momentum is an integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. Right? Quantization of charge, quantization of angular momentum, quantization of energy. Are you looking at it or not? So these 3 are there, 9 and 3, 12. And one concept from rotational motion, that is torque, which can be used in any chapter in connection with different topics there. So even though you are counting 28 chapters, these 13 topics which I have told you are going to be the base of all subject. So you must focus on this part only. And if you are able to understand this thing, you will find that the whole of the physics becomes a small thing to look upon. I agree with you on one thing, that mathematical approach is to be developed, which we have talked of. As I have already told you, make it a habit. Solve 30 objectives of physics every day. Your scores are bound to increase. There will be no problem in your preparation. I think this is sufficient for you. There are a number of things that you can do it. I can give one more connection to you. If you are preparing the uniform circular motion thoroughly, gravitation is prepared. The basis of oscillation is done. If oscillation is prepared thoroughly, you will find that the waves chapter will be easy for you. If waves is prepared, you will be able to see that the wave optics can be easily done. So all the concepts that you are learning in the subject, they are related to one another. If you are very well versed with the uniform circular motion, you will find that the atomic structure would become easy for you. We have discussed what is the spelling of principal quantum number. Principal PAL or PLE? How many of you have verified? Nobody. Only one hand raising up, 2 hand. So did you verify the same thing which I said? PAL or PLE was printed? PAL. Hello? PAL or PLE? Verified. Now I want you to verify it. So it was there. But if you find out why it is principle, almost all the physical quantities related to uniform circular motion are measurable with a single quantum number. That is why it was given a name principle. So you'll find that all these things are connected to one another. Only the thing is we have to remember all the things and apply it all together. And that you have seen it. Today also, I have raised a question to you that can I say R2 as the angle of refraction? What was the first impact? No, we can't say. It is incident on that phase. That is how you were thinking. But then by using the word principle of reversibility, you said, yes, we can call it. So that is how the connectivity of one chapter to the other chapter is to be established by each one of you. The subject will become very, very simplified. It's not going to be difficult. Only the approaches are required. Application skills are to be developed. I think you will be able to do it very, very nicely. Okay? I'm there to support you, to help you. The moment you want, I'll be helping you in some or the other way. I've requested Principal Sir that you, by watching the video of ray optics, complete that particular part and then proceed for problem solving. Okay? so that it will be helping me to understand how much you are able to gain with the background that I have created in front of you. Able to get all this part? Now, the time crunch is always going to be there because the syllabus is very huge and we always have a time factor that plays a very important role. So I can say best of luck to all of you. And one more thing, I'm extremely thankful to Swamiji for giving me this opportunity to help you out on understanding the subject to a greater extent. Hope you all do well. My best wishes are with you. If you are having any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'm ready to stop here. Anything sir would like to say, sir can say. Thank you.
Sairam, for one full week of your presence here, and I got to mention one thing, that somewhere in the third or fourth day you had a break in class, and that was because sir was totally out of order. He was having very high fever, he was not physically fit, but still, by heart and by mind, he still wanted to take the class. And it was only after our insistence not to take it did he drop the idea. So this only showed how passionate the person is, and that is why you can see that so eloquently he has been able to present the ideas of physics to all of you. This was one small experience that I had with him personally, where I could literally see that he wanted to take the class even with the presence of that fever at around morning 5 o'clock, where even Satish sir and I were there around morning 5:30. He was still ready at that point of time to take the class at 9:30. So all I would like to tell you is that probably that zeal and enthusiasm in him got to transmit in you. So sir brought out one small point towards the fag end where he spoke about time factor, which is definitely an issue. But I believe the kind of enthusiasm that I've seen with him, if that can come in you, in the essence of each one of you, I think all these challenges will stand aside and you'll be able to come out in a much, much better way. So maybe if somebody would like to put forth their ideas, maybe a boy or a girl, for a couple of minutes, you can definitely come forth. I hope another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, anybody?
Om Shri Sai Ram. Firstly, offering our humble pranams at Swami's Lotus Feet. Sir, we express our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for taking a lot of efforts, coming long way from Maharashtra to here and teach all of us. To share the effect of sir's class on all of us. So to be honest, I wouldn't say that in this 1 week, we have developed a lot in our core subject of physics. But I would say that we have developed a lot of confidence in the way to approach the subject of physics. Like in most of us, we used to feel that physics is some other planet subject and it is very difficult for us. We always used to think that biology and chemistry are like our friends and physics is somewhere there. But after your class, sir, we started to find a new vision on how to approach the subject of physics. Like the way you told that the physics is very easy subject, though the syllabus looks like it is very huge, the subject is small. And you have given us the hope that definitely we can understand the subject, and you had given some tricks to memorize things. And memory is like, for me personally also, it is difficult to memorize things. And I would like to apply what you told, sir. And many other things, sir, and just as Sai Prasadana told, the enthusiasm which you were teaching all of us, though the class is for nearly 6 to 7 hours, obviously most of us had to sleep, sir. But I think 99% of the times we never slept in your class, sir, which usually happens in this long type of classes, sir. So once again, by expressing my gratitude to you, sir. Thank you.
Om Shri Sairam. I offer my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our master. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. It's said that gratitude is the greatest virtue that all of us must possess. And today, sir, we all place our gratitude at your feet. Please bless us all that we crack NEET and become size doctors. Sir, actually, to tell the truth, your physics class was the best physics class which all of us might have attended. And one similarity which I found in Swami and him is that Swami always tells that when he shares some knowledge to us, we must always share it to someone. And what sir told us is the same thing. He asked us the Guru Dakshina that we must teach something to others, what he has taught us. Thank you, sir. We're really grateful to you for being here. And amidst all the health issues which you had, you were there from Maharashtra just to teach us, just at Swami's call. Thank you so much, sir. Please bless us all.
Thank you to both of you. Yeah.
I want you to speak today. He's my favorite. And next one is he.
Actually, to speak about sir, I don't have any words. Sir, I would like to share one experience where sir is not only a teacher, but is a great, he encouraged me because one incident in these days which happened, like everybody of my friends were outside, like all of us. Nobody was in the class. I was in the class drawing ray diagrams. Sir took a moment to come near me and told me that you are very engrossed in studies. Although your atmosphere was very distractive to take a break, your dedication and determination was nice. And sir encouraged me. This was one experience where I saw a sir, although nothing.
Om Shri Sairam, offering my humble pranams at Divine Lotus Feet. So, to tell about sir, I was never interested in physics from before. So, when I attended his class in first day, he told about many things like writing questions which are in your minds and asking doubts and so many other things. So, sir's physics class is like I enjoyed so much. He mainly focuses upon our understanding, not upon our scoring of the subject. So when he told to write questions, so I felt so everybody would have felt why sir is telling to write questions and all. So I don't know how I wrote many questions. So whenever sir used to tell some questions, I would just write. So I was just wanting to try that what sir was telling was real or just he was telling out of to tell something. So I feel I really thank sir for giving me this kind of understanding of analyzing questions in your mind and to write to form questions. Thank you, sir. I offer my gratitude.
So, sir, I would first like to thank you because, as most of them, I also have the same problem that I hate. I don't like physics. It's not like I hate physics, but I like your class the most. And I want your class always, but I know it can't happen. And one more thing which you did was the questioning skill, because most of us will not do that. The reason behind that, if you ask some question and we answer it, you immediately will not agree that. You will put question until we realize it, until we tell you the correct answer with our understanding. You'll not leave us. This is what I'll miss, sir. And this is what the questioning skill I have developed in myself. And I will try to implement what and all the points you have told, sir, to, to increase my score in physics. Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? Just to give a clarification about the last point she mentioned about missing sir. Sir has actually worked with the government of Maharashtra, and sir has produced large number of videos which sir has also shared, over 400 videos. So I believe that can be a partial substitute to your presence here.
Shri Saram. Um, I would like to start with thanking sir. Thanking sir for his classes, and not only the class. One of the best or heart-touching moments was when he was writing. I saw something on his hand. Before I didn't know that he was not feeling fine, but I saw something on his hand and I touched my brother. I was like, "Hey, can you see anything?" He said, yes, that's like a bandage or something like injury. So by seeing that, even at that, he was still teaching energetically without feeling weak or feeling dizzy or anything. And also, some of us, we hardly stand up for 2 hours or 3 hours, but he will stand up for the whole, from the beginning of the class to the ending of the class, despite the fact that he's having health issues. My whole gratitude to you, sir. And also, before, I don't usually, in fact, I don't like physics. Not that I don't like physics. I like physics, but I don't put more interest in physics. I put more interest in biology and physics and chemistry. But after his class, and the first day I will tell you, first day was like, good. But I was expecting something like tricks and all this kind of thing for solving questions easily and all this. But after that day, inside me at night, I was thinking about it. I just remember something that the foundation is needed for that tricks or all those things. So I felt happy, and during the classes, he used to give us tips and also memorizing, which one of them is the part that I'm so low in, which is memorizing. I'm not good in memorizing, but after that day that he asked us to, if you don't believe in God or anything, bring a stone, put it on the table. Before you sleep, you close your eye and try to remember everything. And that day, at the ending of that day, I tried it. Although it worked well, but I was not able to remember everything. Then I went back again, even though our brothers, even though light is off, but our brothers, they were like, off the light, stop this, all this kind of thing. But I tried to get and check the part that I was missing. And the next day, to my greatest surprise, the next day, which is around evening, the next day after the second class, I could remember all the formulas. I was like, wow. So it was a very good distance for me. Thank you, sir, for everything. Thank you for your sacrifice and energy and everything, the time you spent with us. I'm grateful, sir.
So what is his experience can be experience of all. You can try it out. Just recollect for 15 minutes every day, throughout the day, whatever you have learned. you will find that you are a changed person and you will be able to score very well in the competitive exam. Recall every day is must for everyone. So appreciating you for specifically for practicing it. Keep on practicing it. It will help you.
Sairam, I offer my most humble pranams at my master's lotus feet. Sir, I would like to convey 3 things here. One of them might have already been mentioned by others. First thing was that the way I used to study, the first day you asked, how do you study? Every time there is an exam, I used to prepare only the previous day, or whenever I used to see others are studying, I used to feel I should also study now. But you told you will be asking the questions the next day we come here. I thought if I don't study now, I cannot study and I'll not be able to answer. And in front of everyone, I will be embarrassed. At least for that, I have to study. And after studying, comparatively, like every time whenever I study, I will have to take a lots of time to understand the same thing which I had learned it earlier. But this time, because I had heard it the same day, I was able to learn it so soon and I was happy for that. This is one thing. Second thing was that we all being NEET aspirants now, for us at this time being, NEET might be like a great achievement, and there are so many hurdles we have to go through. And what I heard is that success will never come so easily, and whomsoever has found success till now, everybody has gone through so many challenges. And live example, we saw your determination. At times, after reading biology, we feel, why can't we do that? We can do this. It's so simple. After reading or going through some physics questions, it's so hard. Let me drop it now so that anyways we are not going to crack NEET. So why should we put so much effort? But after seeing your zeal, we felt like you have also come through a lot. Then why can't we? Because you have also crossed our path. You might have also felt the same thing in your high school or PUC days. So is the difficulty only for us, or on everybody has faced? When you have crossed all that, why can't we do that? So I thought it might happen, might not happen, but putting my best efforts is in my hands, and I will have to do that. And by seeing you, I have so strongly determined that I have to put my best efforts come what may. The third thing was that your subject clarity, sir. Till 10th, I should not mention it actually. I was topper of the class. Whomsoever asked the doubt to me, I was always helping them. But in case if they ask any doubt which I will not get, I was not able to answer them. I used to simply tell, this might not come in exam, so you don't think of it, just leave that. Just because I cannot tell, I don't know, I used to tell off like this. And later on, working on through it, I used to tell, oh, this is how it was. If you want, I'll help you now, I used to tell. But looking at you, one day when you were answering our doubts, I felt this much deep understanding about the subject is really needed. These are the 3 things I learned from you, and thank you for inspiring us a lot. Thank you, sir.
Now, before I proceeded, because she had rightly said, I should tell you that probably I have scored less than your percentage of marks when I was in 10th standard. I had a score of 78% only. Then at the 12th level, I have scored only 70% mark. During the graduation, I was able to keep my first class. During the MSc, I was able to keep my first class. I can tell you one thing, physics was difficult for me. But because of the students, I am able to come up to this step. More number of students are coming to me and they are asking the question. I'm trying my hard, I'm very much putting the effort for it and trying to get the answers of those questions so that everyone is getting the satisfaction about the knowledge. So I can tell you that the moment I started teaching it, first year was the difficult one for me, because every now and then the student used to come to me and ask me such basic questions which I couldn't answer. But I was very much a hard worker. And I've told you, I've shared with you that if I got an answer even in a sleep, in a dream, I used to get up, put on the light, write down the solution, and if I got it wrong, I used to throw that paper, go to the bed again. This was my state of mind. So that much amount of devotion and dedication, if you are all able to put, the knowledge will be coming to you. You don't have to run after the knowledge. Knowledge will come up to you. But that devotion and dedication is required. So that I can tell you that still there are large number of questions I don't know. I got the answer of one question. How will you prove that Earth is spherical? I got the answer of that when I was traveling from Nagpur to Mumbai in an aircraft. I got the answer of that. I got the answer of another question, -1 multiplied by -1 is +1 at the age of 42. I got the answer of why 360 degree has been defined for circle at the age of around 43, 44. So there may be some questions in the mind. Keep it in the mind. Sometime you will get the answer of that. I can assure you that because I have got it, so you can also get it. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you to all of you for coming forward and presenting your views. And thank you, sir, once again for being with all of us. And I can only say that this long session of over 7 days, the overall objective from our side was that you got to be motivated to enjoy physics and study physics. Of course, yes, NEET is definitely our aim. That is something that is there in front of us. But one thing is absolutely clear, that until and unless you have a grip or understanding of physics, it will not convert into marks. So I only believe that these 7 days would have instilled in you the motivation and the basic determination that you need to require to give it to physics. So wishing you all the best. We hoping that whatever sir has taught, whatever motivation you got from sir, let it be sustained. It may be there for a day or two, it may be there for a month or two, but probably you need this motivation to be sustained for a year and then for the life of his personality. So thanking you, sir, for having been here. I would like to request our chairman, Bhanu Prakash, to kindly give a small token of our love to you. Thank you, sir. And we'll see again when does it happen to be here again.